graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go on for all the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles games. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. This is game number 96 of the season. It's also the final game before the All-Star break. So, 67 games after this? Yeah, 162, right? 66 games after this. Yeah, I couldn't do the math in my head. Let's get on into the starting lineups for this afternoon. But actually, before we do that, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know who you guys think is going to be a standout player today. I would really, really love to hear your thoughts about that. Yeah. All right, so for the Philadelphia Phillies, leading things off will be Kyle Schwarber. Then it's Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, Otto Kemp, Brandon Marsh, and Edmundo Sosa. Those are all the 9 guys that are going to be out there today for the Philadelphia Phillies. So it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott, Kemp, Marsh, and Sosa. It's currently 73 degrees out in San Diego, California. Humidity is pretty high today. It's at 62%. Very sunny, though, and it looks like a very nice day for baseball. The Padres will have Fernando Tatis Jr., Luis Arraez, Manny Machado, Xander Bogarts, Jackson Merrill, Jose Iglesias, and then you have Luis Campusano, Bryce Johnson, and Elias Diaz. On the mound for the Padres, it'll be Nick Pivetta, 102 innings of work this year, 114 strikeouts. And, well, former Philly has a four-seamer, a curveball, a sweeper, has his main 3 pitches. Also will mix in a cutter, a sinker, and a slider as well. He's had a very, very good season. He's been a pretty dominant pitcher for them, one of their top pitchers. Again, with a 3.07 ERA, is a 9-2 record, 114 strikeouts in over 100 innings of work. Also 79 hits allowed too, including 27 walks on the season. The guy that's going up for the Phillies on the mound will be Christopher Sanchez. He has a 7-2 record, a 2.59 ERA, and a 1.13 whip as well for the left-handed pitcher. Looked pretty good in his last start against the Phillies, Nick Pivetta, and hopefully the Phillies will try to avoid a sweep and tie up the regular season series. So Schwarber will lead things off for Philadelphia. They're putting him in the leadoff spot today. Find that to be pretty interesting. Bruce Dreckman is the home plate umpire. Then you got Nate Tomlinson over at first, Nick Marley at second, and Shane Livensparger over at third base. So let us know again what your final score predictions are down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes today. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well if you have not done so already. There it is. All right, here comes Schwarber to the plate. We're ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go with 5-2 as my final score prediction for the Phillies. First pitch, it's taken down for a ball. We are underway. I'm going to go 5-2. And my standout guy will be as the 1-0 pitch is taken for a called strike. I'm going to go Otto Kemp today. Otto Kemp is going to be my standout player. We are also 38 subscribers away from getting the 6,400. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's high and away for ball 2. So the count is now 2-1 to Kyle Schwarber. What's up, Greg? Keep it clean, man. Just keep it clean. Don't curse. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 offering is way up high for ball 3. It was at 95 miles per hour. Trey Turner waits in the on-deck circle. Neil's here. What's up, Neil? Haven't seen you in a little bit. 3-1 pitch to Kyle. And he got a high fastball, and he fouls it off over towards the first base side. The pitch was at 94 miles per hour. Nick is 32 years old. He's been in the majors since 2017. 3-2 pitch. And there's a called strike 3 on the upper tier of the zone. A perfectly located fastball from Nick Pivetta. The previous one was higher, and Schwarber swung at it. This time he put it a little bit lower and took it for strike 3. Colton says I'm going to go 5-4 Phillies. PJ says 6-4. Somebody has to keep track of these final score predictions. 1 ball, no strikes. I said 5-2. Neil says 7-5. Jason said 7-3. Someone has to keep track. 1 ball, 1 strike. I agree, Lou. McMuffin is here. What's up, McMuffin? 1 ball, 1 strike. And the windup, the pitch. Foul ball. The 1-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. Good sweeper thrown by Nick Pivetta. And there is out number 2. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper to the plate. Just really good movement on that pitch. That thing tailed down low, and Turner thought it was going to go down the middle, and he was absolutely wrong. Here comes Bryce. And he looks at the same curveball, but just a little bit more inside for ball 1. Bryce has homered off of Pivetta twice. Has also gotten 5 hits against him. The windup and the 1-0 pitch up high for ball 2. Bryce just hitting .260 this year. The 2-0 pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Arias is over at first. Machado's at third. Iglesias is at second, as the 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. At short, it's Bogarets. In the outfield, Bryce Johnson plays out in left. No Gavin Sheets today. Fernando Tatis Jr. is out in right. And Jackson Merrill is in center field. Luis Camposano is DHing, so no Trenton Brooks either. And the 3-1 pitch to Bryce Harper is upstairs. And ball 4 is called. So Schwarber struck out looking on a payoff pitch. Turner struck out swinging. And Bryce Harper just walked. That's all the action that you've missed so far. 2 away, top of the first. Runner on over at first. And Nick Castellanos will take strike one. Just on the outside edge. The ball is one strike. The 0-1 pitch. It's grounded over to third base, backhanded by Machado. He throws it over to first from foul ground. It's not in time. And also dropped by Luis Ariz as well. So it's a 2-out infield single. I guess that's what they're going to score it as. Let's look at the replay here. Again, it was backhanded by Machado. Threw it on over to first. Nope, he would have been out. So that's probably going to go down as an E5. And it is. And that'll bring up JT Realmuto. JT takes the first pitch. It looked like it was at the knees, but it's called a ball from Bruce Dreckman. Be nice for the Phillies to try to get a run here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. That was below the knees. Pivetta's curveball has looked very strong today. Just has very good velocity. Throws a slider. This one's grounded over to third, barehanded by Machado, and he can't make the play. Manny Machado is struggling over at third base, and the bases are loaded for Philadelphia. I mean, it may have been an infield single, but Machado got the bare hand down and just could not bare hand catch it over at third. So some defensive mistakes from Manny Machado in this top of the first. They're going to call it an infield single, but really Machado should have made that play. Here comes Bryson Stott, and he looks at a curveball that's in there for a strike. Harper's at third, Casty's at second, and JT's over at first. 0-1 pitch to Stott. There's a ground ball backhanded by Ariz. The throw over to first, and it's dropped by Pivetta. A run's going to score, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. What is going on in San Diego? Okay. That'll put Casty over at third, JT at second, and Stott over at first. So Ariz backhanded it. And, of course, Pivetta had to go on over to first. The throw may have been a little bit high, but he caught it, and it just bounced out of the glove of Pivetta. And there's a timeout taken by Ruben Niebla, and he will have a conference with everybody in the infield. That's really weird. I need Chris to get 4 strikeouts. I pray it's possible. What y'all think? Oh, easily. I think he should definitely get 4 strikeouts. What is going on? Butterfingers today. Next man up will be Otto Kemp. So they scored that as a throwing error from Ariz. It's an E1. Pitch. That's taken down to Otto Kemp for a ball. An E3. On ball, no strikes. The windup, the pitch. It's high for ball 2. Jason says, I'll take it. We'll take what we can get, man. 2 balls, no strikes to Otto Kemp. And the 2-0 pitch. Foul ball. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. and also subscribe to the channel as well. A bizarre first inning for the Phillies. And again, they had nobody on with 2 outs. Pivetta struck out 2 batters in a row. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is taken for a called strike at the knees. And then Harper walked. Casty got on with an E5. And then JT had an infield single on a misjudged barehanded play at third from Manny. And then Stock got on with a ground out over to first, and then Arise just had a bad throw over to Pivetta, and Pivetta couldn't catch it. And the Phillies got a run that way. The next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Otto Kemp is down on strikes. The Phillies do get a run, though, and lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Pivetta does strike out the side, too. All right, let's look at the Padres lineup for this afternoon. They have Fernando Tatis Jr. batting in the leadoff spot. Then it'll be Luis Arraez hitting second. Manny Machado hitting third. Xander Bogarts batting in the cleanup spot. Fifth will be Jackson Merrill. Sixth is Jose Iglesias. Luis Camposano is batting seventh. Bryce Johnson eighth. And ninth is Elias Diaz. We have 130 people rocking with us and only 37 likes. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Let's go. Hey, JJ, we need a win here. Any way we can get a W, I will take it for sure. So, yes, hit that thumbs up button as well. Tomas, how are you, my friend? If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, but obviously we welcome in all the visitors. We're a very friendly group of people. Christopher Sanchez will be heading out there for Philadelphia, and he will be pitching for the Phillies. Sanchez, 28 years old, a left-handed pitcher who was 7-2 on the year with a 2.59 ERA. That's the 10th best earned run average in all of baseball. Also 116 strikeouts this year and 107 innings of work. He will face Tatis, Arraez, and Machado. Sanchez gets set at the letters, kicks, deals, and fires a sinker at 94. Got to watch out for that changeup, because that pitch is just absolutely disgusting when it's on. The ball is 1 strike on the pitch. Line drive, base hit out over to right field. Castellanos plays it on a hop, throws it on over to second base. And Tatis Jr. gets on with a leadoff single. He's had a pretty good series against the Philadelphia Phillies so far. Sanchez, in each of his last 4 outings, has only given up 1 earned run. The last time that he gave up a homer was on June 3rd. Arraez steps up and bunts this one over to third base. Sosa has it, throws it on over to first. The sacrifice is complete, and so Tatis is in scoring position. That's how you play small ball. That's the perfect way to do it. And Manny Machado is coming up next. So the Phillies defense, it'll be JT catching, Sanchez on the bump, Harper at first, Stott at second, Sosa at third, and Turner at short in the infield. The windup and the pitch. It's in there for a called strike to Manny Machado. Hit the thumbs up button, people. Let's get to 6,400 subs. Machado with a 289 average. Get to the Phillies outfielders in just a couple of seconds. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hits sharply over to third base. Sosa checks the runner over at second as he picks it up and now fires over to first to get the second out of the inning. In the outfield for the Phillies, they have Otto Kemp in left. The center fielder is Brandon Marsh, and Nick Castellanos is out in right field. Padres outfield has been sloppy. I'll take it. 2 away, bottom of the first. A runner on over at second. And Tatis, did he go? No. The pitch was inside and low for a ball. One nothing Philadelphia. Sanchez looks back at second and now back to the plate. And the 1-0 pitch is just inside for ball 2. Brewers lead at 6-1. They're in the bottom of the 8th against the Washington Nationals. Rangers are up 5-1 against the Houston Astros in the top of the 9th. 2-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. And the Braves and the Cardinals they were in a rain delay. And the game has finally resumed. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 3rd. 3 balls, no strikes to Xander Bogarts. And the 3-0 is down for ball 4. And so that's going to put runners on over at first and third. And that's because Tatis Jr. stole third base. So a steal by Tatis. That makes him 90 feet away from scoring. Next man up is Jackson Merrill, who homered twice yesterday. And he takes the first pitch up high. That was his first time that he's actually homered since the end of May. 1 ball, no strikes to Jackson Merrill. And here's a sinker that's taken for a strike. No throw made over to second as Bogart swipes without a throw. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. So a base hit can give the Padres the lead. The 1-1 pitch to Jackson Merrill. It's down for ball 2. It's a perfect example of small ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-1 pitch. This one sliced foul and out of play. Sanchez gets the signs, and the 2-2 is downstairs for ball 3. Threw a changeup that was in the dirt. The payoff pitch, low again, and outside as well for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for San Diego in the bottom of the first inning. And the next man up will be Jose Iglesias. 15 pitches so far in this bottom of the first. And yet 2 outs have been recorded. Tatis stays at third. Bogart stays at second. And over at first, it's Jackson Merrill. The pitch to Iglesias, swing and a miss. That was a good changeup there. Marsh, Sosa, and Schwarber are due up for the Phillies in the top of the second inning. 0-1 pitch off the plate and taken for ball 1. The leg kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. On a pitch in the dirt. The 1-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for Sanchez, and it was a big one. We're going to the top of the second. Phillies lead it 1-0. Padres do leave the bases loaded. Good for Sanchez. 2 walks allowed, though, in the inning. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Brandon Marsh will be the next man up for the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, hit that thumbs up button. The pitch to Marsh. He skies this one out over towards right field. And Tatis maneuvers over towards his right side, stops, and makes the catch. Over towards his right. So there's one pitch and one out in the top of the second. Phillies enter today half a game behind the New York Mets. And the Mets currently, last time that I checked, they were down and they were getting shutouts. That still is the case. They're down 2-0 in the top of the seventh with 2 outs. And a runner on over at first. The pitch to Edmundo Sosa, and that's in there for strike 1. Sosa came on in last night, had a 2-run base hit for Alec Bohm. There he is, over in the dugout. Left Saturday's game with a left rib cage contusion. Next pitch was taken low. And Pivetta kicks, fires, and swing and a miss. Time called by Sosa. What's the weather like in Philly? It's pretty good. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. It's pretty hot. That's the 4th strikeout for Nick Pivetta. Say it's 87 degrees. Kyle Schwarber is the next man up. And he looks at a fastball at the knees, taken for strike one. You visited Philly one time, the city of brotherly love. It was fun. Lots of history, which I like. That's cool. Yeah, I like history too. 0-1 is the count. And the next pitch is swung on and missed again. Excuse me. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. 0-2 pitch. It is inside and low for ball one. How we doing on the likes? We're at 168 people, 176 people that are watching. We have 52. Let's go. Let's get to 100 by the third inning. 1-2 pitch, ground ball hit over to first base. Arise has it, and he'll take it over to the bag himself for out number 3. There's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're going to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Philadelphia. Gonna take another step off. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I put together this poll question. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Should we cover the home run derby and / order the All-Star game? I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Here comes Fernando Tatis Jr., and he takes down, Luis Campusano, and he takes it down and in for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch, it's outside, but it's called a strike. The 1-1 pitch from Sanchez. There's a big swing and a miss on a changeup at 85 miles per hour. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's taken downstairs for ball 2. The windup and the next pitch on the way from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. And so 2 strikeouts this afternoon for Christopher. And 1 away in the bottom of the second inning. Nice. Very cool. I'm not doing the draft tonight. I'm not covering the MLB draft. I should, but I'm not. Here's Bryce Johnson in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Anybody know how many picks the Phillies have tonight? The 0-1 from Sanchez. Another swing and a miss. That was on a changeup at 86 miles per hour. The ball's 2 strikes. The pitch. It's taken outside and low. They tried to appeal, though. He did not go. Padres have the worst hitting catchers in baseball. Diaz, Maldonado, Campusano, all automatic outs. Yeah. I've also seen them struggle defensively. 1-2 pitch. Line drive caught over at short by Trey Turner. And so there's 2 away. They have 4 or 7 picks in the first round tonight. They have the 26th pick. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Harry would be taking the vacation. I think you deserve one as well. Thank you. Yep, we're going away this week. That'll be nice. 0-1. This one's flat out over towards center field. Marsh gets under it. Drifts towards his right side. Makes the catch. Inning over. Side retired. We're heading to the top of the third. Phillies lead at 1-0 against the San Diego Padres. And they'll be back in just a few moments. Okay. What was I doing? Fly out to center. And Johnson, what did he do? Why am I mixing things up? Turner will lead things off for the Phillies. Johnson lined out to short. Gotcha. Hit that thumbs up button and make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel as well if you have not done so already. It's just a courtesy thing. I would really appreciate that. 2 innings for Sanchez so far. 1 hit allowed, 2 strikeouts. He had a bases-loaded jam that he got out of in that first inning. He threw just 11 pitches in that second inning. Pivetta only threw, what, 9? Yeah. What's up, JJ? Thanks for joining my server, man. Of course. Of course, dude. Keep up the great work. You know what I'm saying? It's a long road. But keep it up. Keep it up. Don't stop. Don't let people tell you no. And just keep going. As my coach would say. Keep going. We got 171 people listening on in. Schwarber is not in the home run derby. Trey Turner is up at the plate. The first pitch to Trey. It was a nice sweeper taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Pivetta kicks and fires, and there's a swing and a miss. Oh, 2 to Turner. Foul ball. So tonight's draft order. The Padres, which pick are they? They actually picked right before the Phillies. 0-2. It's popped up into foul territory. Machado does run out of room. So the count is 0-2. The Nationals have the first overall pick. The Angels have the second. The Mariners have the third. Rockies are 4th. Cardinals are 5th. The Pirates are 6th. 7th is the Marlins. 8th is the Blue Jays. 9th is the Reds. And 10th is the White Sox. 0-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Looked a little bit outside, but Pivetta gets his 5th strikeout of the afternoon. Baltimore actually has the 19th pick. So Turner strikes out looking. That's his 2nd time that he has struck out. Now Bryce Harper is up, and he hits this one out over to left field, and it'll be caught by Bryce Johnson for out number 2. It was a high fastball. Nick Castellanos is coming on up to the plate. Orioles also have 2 compensation picks. Pitch to Castellanos. He flies this one out over towards deep left field. It's just warning track power, though. Johnson's there to make the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd out in San Diego. Alrighty, so we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies. They'll be back. How many 2nd-round picks do we have? We just have 1. We have 1 2nd-round pick. We have the 100th pick in the 3rd round. We have 1 4th-round pick. 1 5th-rounder. Interesting. Wanted to see how many 2nd-round picks San Diego has. San Diego does not have a 2nd-round pick. Interesting. They don't have a 2nd-round pick. They don't have a compensation pick either. Did they have a 3rd-round pick? Yes. So San Diego has a 1st, a 3rd. They do have a 4th. And they have a 5th as well. Dr. DeLay, how are you? What is up, Dr. DeLay? That's right. Hit that thumbs up button. What's good, Scott? I got the roller hot dog griller going. JJ, I will take a pic today and email it to you so you can see. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. Hit that thumbs up button, people. And subscribe to the channel as well. Bottom of the 3rd. And Tatis will lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning for San Diego. The pitch. It's grounded over to 3rd base. Played on a hop by Sosa. He gets his feet set. Throws it on over to 1st. 1 away. Next man up is Luis Ariz. The windup and the pitch. There's a sinker taken at the knees for strike 1. What's up, JJ? What's up, Dr. DeLay? You covering the draft tonight? Just out of curiosity. 0-1. Line drive, leaping catch by Trey Turner over at short. It was kind of like the line out that Bryce Johnson had. Except that he had to jump a little bit higher to catch it. Just a heads up, I followed you on Twitter, JJ. Thank you so much. Haven't been as active on the socials. I probably should, though. The pitch to Machado. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards right center field. Marsh on the run. He'll make the catch in front of the warning track. And the Phillies defense does a pretty good job as we go to the top of the fourth inning with a 1-0 lead for Christopher Sanchez. All right, I'm going to take one more step off. I will be right back. I just got to stretch. I'll see you very, very soon. Oh, man. Love messing around with people, man. All right, so we're going to the top of the fourth. The Phillies do have a 1-0 lead. JT is up. Nick Pivetta back out there for his fourth frame. And he kicks, fires, and throws a pitch that's low for a ball. Thank you so much for the sub. I really do appreciate it. 1-0 pitch is just inside for ball 2. JJ, what do you think the Phillies realistically do at the deadline? Great question. What do I think realistically they're going to do? Nothing. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch. This one's grounded over to short. Bogarets plays it on the hop, throws it on over to first in time. JT was ahead in the count 2-0. And gets himself out. There's one away. I really do. I think that they just get like one arm that's just an okay quality arm, and that's it. I think that they're satisfied. Stott's coming up. And the pitch on the way is taken on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Agreed, if anything, maybe a weaker bullpen arm. Yeah. That's really what I see. Is that what we want? Another story. 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Pivetta has been cruising along ever since that little first inning defensive debacle. What do you guys think? What do you think that the Phillies realistically are going to do at the deadline? I mean, I think that that's a valid question from a realistic standpoint. It's not what do you want them to do. What are they going to do? 0-2. Foul ball. 202 people on here watching. For all the Padres fans out there, too, what do the Padres do at the deadline? 0-2 pitch on the way. It's down and in for a ball. And the 1-2 delivery to Bryson Stott It's up high for ball 2. We're 30 subs away from 64 hundo. Pivetta kicks, deals, and this one's grounded out to right field for a base hit. Bryson Stott got on top of it, but put it in a good spot, and he gets on with a 1-out single in the top of the 4th. Phillies should trade Turner for Mackenzie Gore, JJ. You know, in the moment, if you were to tell me Gore straight up for Turner, I would say it's not a bad idea. The pitch, it swung on and missed. But when you really realistically think about it, the Phillies really don't need starting pitching. But the only reason why I said that maybe they should is because Ranger would probably walk. I don't know what Gore's contract is, but at least Gore probably is locked up. You think Dombrowski will trade 2 top prospects and a major leaguer? Okay. 0-1 on the way, swing and a miss. John, which press conferences are you watching? He shows so much energy. He's a motivational speaker. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 pitch is down for a ball. Just joking. .55 total pitches for Nick Pivetta. Philly Tig with RB. Yes, I'm here. I'm happy to see you, man. Toss back over to first. It's not in time. RB, I got to ask you something straight up. What are the Phillies doing at the deadline? I'm laughing because I know what your answer is. But I just want you to tell the people. 1-2 pitch. It's outside. And it's a called strike 3 for out number 2. And that's the 6th strikeout for Pivetta. What is going on with these calls? I mean, I give credit to Diaz for selling it, but that pitch was outside. You trade Painter and Crawford. And you would trade them for Byron Buxton. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. What else would you include in the package for Buxton? 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. The throw, the second, though, not in time to get Stotts. Trade in the farm system for a backup center fielder, says Philly Tick with RB. You know, I really want Byron Buxton. That's my number 1 outfielder that I want. He's my number 1 player that I want. But it's going to take a lot for them to get him. 0-2 pitch. It's down for a ball. But you think that realistically is what the Phillies are going to do. Trade the farm system for a backup center fielder. I think that I don't even know if they're going to do that. I actually think that they pretty much stay put and only just get like a Tanner Banks level reliever. Just from a realistic perspective. 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman has it. Throws it on over to first, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Another inning where the Phillies just leave a runner in scoring position. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Phils. Yeah, I don't know, man. It is so hard because the deadlines the last couple of years have been so underwhelming for Dave Dombrowski and the Philadelphia Phillies general management. Nah, just kidding. Maybe they'll get Austin Hayes and Carlos Estevez. Yeah. Clearly it helped them last year get over the hump. I just can't stand... The biggest thing that bugs me about watching this team is that they're okay with mediocrity. They're very complacent. And that's a flaw. That's a flaw. And, I think about the Sixers and the season that they had, and it was kind of the same way, except the Sixers, sure did they get hit with the injury bug? Yes. But even still, the record might not show it, but it still kind of feels like the same thing that we watched during the Sixers season. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit different. That's what I said. They'll do nothing. Maybe pick up an average pitcher. Yeah. It's all about the draft tonight. Just kidding. MLB draft. As a Mets fan, I don't like the Phillies, but maybe they should go after Clase, says Jason. Jason, I've seen you come on here a little bit, man, and I appreciate the support. I really do. Like, you're like one of the respectful ones. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Sanchez is going to go out there to pitch the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch to Xander Bogarts is taken for a called strike. How are the Mets doing right now? 0-1 pitch. Foul ball. Guys, drop a fire in the chat. Mets are getting shut out. 2-0. Bottom of the eighth. It would just look nice if we could just have first place during the All-Star break. 0-2 pitch, check swing, ground ball, hit over to first base, and the throw over to first, not in time. Harper threw it on over to Sanchez. It looked like Sanchez was jogging on over to first, and he just dropped the bare hand catch. Bogarts would have been in there safely. That was a tough play. That actually was a tough play. Bogarts did hustle. So, leadoff infield single, and Jackson Merrill is the next man up. How come they play small ball so well? The pitch is in there at the knees for a called strike at 94 miles per hour. Seema Fox is glad Sosa is in. Yup. Merrill walked in the first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is flied out over towards shallow center field. Marsh is there, makes the grab. One gone in the bottom of the fourth inning. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Christopher Sanchez, I think that we take this man for granted. I mean, maybe I say that a lot. But he's just so good. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards medium depth center field. And Marsh is there. He'll make the grab again. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. Oof. And Luis Campusano is coming up now. He's hitting on the right side. Pitch to Campusano. He chops it foul towards the third base side. Come on, everyone. Hit that thumbs up button for JJ. I like that comment, Michael. 13 of the 16 first pitch pitches have been for strikes. I should wear sweatpants up here. It's cold. I feel the cool air coming out now. It's like hit or miss, like when the cool air comes out up here. 0-1 is inside for a ball. Throw over the second base. Not in time. And small ball helps Bogarets go on over to second base as he gets up, as he swipes second with a steal. That's the third stolen base this afternoon for the San Diego Padres. The 1-1 pitch. It's a changeup at the knees taken for strike 2. There's all the fire emotes. The 1-2 delivery. It's chopped foul again. What is with these bounce throws? Yeah, no, that really does tick you off, doesn't it? One and 2 is the count. Seema Fox says I was surprised too. And the 1-2 delivery. Foul ball. Just barely got a piece of it. Just bounced in the dirt before JT caught it. The 1-2 pitch. Down for ball 2. And breathe. Exhale the negativity and inhale the smell of defeat. Join the dark side. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Christopher Sanchez. And the inning is over. We're going to the top of the 5th. I'm going to have to take another step off. I do apologize about that. But I will be back. This is a lot of breaks for me today. But kind of need it. All right. Be right back. Here comes Edmundo Sosa. And Sosa takes the first pitch in there for a called strike from Nick Pivetta. Time to wake up. Yeah, I agree. 0-1, and that's up high for a ball. I agree. This team's putting me to sleep. Let's go. Wake them all up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. And so the count is now 1-2. Phillies lead at 1-0. They got 1 run in the first inning on a throwing error from Luis Arias. 1-2 pitch. It's popped up out over towards shallow right field. Tatis on the run will make the catch. That's a surprise. The pitch to Kyle. He was late on the fastball, and he fouls it off. Hey, Jack, did you get the blue turf yet? 0-1. That's up high for a ball. Remember you said that you were still waiting on it. We had this whole conversation about turf like 2 weeks ago. I didn't forget. 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Kyle Schwarber is behind in the count 1-2. Tell you what, Pivetta has been on ever since that first inning. 1-2. Ground ball. Hit over to first base. Arias picks it on up. And jogs on over to first. And there's out number 2. Pivetta has a 5.79 career ERA against the Phillies. He's only faced them 3 times. Installing date will be the 22nd. Gotcha. Hopefully it happens. I know that like when you get people that they're supposed to come, it's like they just don't come the first time, and it's like you have to set up another appointment. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs in the pitch. That is taken for a called strike. The 1-1 pitch is down for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Pivetta had a 19-30 record with the Phillies. A 5.50 ERA and 421 strikeouts. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away in the top of the 5th. Turner's in the box, and the 2-2 is low and outside for ball 3. Hit that thumbs up button, people, and subscribe to the channel as well. 3-2 pitch, another foul ball, and it goes out of play. We got 222 people on here watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Also become a member today. It's $2.99. We're almost at 100 likes. We're trying to get to 250. 3-2. That's down for ball 4. Turner did not bite at that. Kind of surprised. Here comes Bryce Harper. Harper, check swing. He didn't go. The pitch was down low for ball 1. The Mets really did just tie it up. They really did. Estevez blew the save. Wow. 1 ball, no strikes. Harper walked, but he also flied out to left. The 1-0 pitch to Bryce Harper, and he gets a fastball, and he fouls it off. If the Phillies do win today, they would tie the regular season series against the Padres 3-3. 1-1 to Harper, way up high for ball 2. Crazy. 2-1 to Bryce. That was high, but it's a called strike. Really? It was a good curveball. It was just high. 2-2 pitch to Bryce Harper. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. That's going back over towards the track, towards the wall. It's caught in front of the wall by the left fielder, Bryce Johnson. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. It stayed on in the park. Warning track power for Bryce Harper. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Man. Darn it. Still a 1-0 ball game. Let's see what else is going on in Major League Baseball. The Braves and the Cardinals are in a rain delay again. It's 3-1, Atlanta. I feel like the team that has had to deal with the most rain delays this year are, in fact, the Atlanta Braves. The Blue Jays are down 4-0 to the A's in the top of the 5th inning. The D-backs lead at 4-1 against the Angels. Phillies up 1-0 out in San Diego. The Red Sox, they won 4-1 today. You also had the Reds, they won 4-2. They beat the Colorado Rockies. Rangers won 5-1 out in Houston. And the Milwaukee Brewers, they put up 8 runs today. Freddie Peralta did a very good job against Jake Irvin and the Washington Nationals. What's up, Jack? Thanks for the $2 super chat.
Rise has only 10 KS while Tree has 68.
Rise has only 10 strikeouts while Trey has 68. Well, 10 is like, I mean, he doesn't strike out much. He's like one of the only guys in the league that doesn't strike out much. And 68, I mean, who leads the league in strikeouts? I'm gonna look at that right now. Thanks for the $2 super chat, my friend. Here's Bryce Johnson, and the pitch is taken down for a ball. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So if he has 68 strikeouts, I mean, he's really Not even in the top 100. He's 113th. Tied for 113th in all of baseball and strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's really not so bad. One-two pitch. That is taken low for ball 2. I'll tell you, somebody who really doesn't strike out much, Jung-Hoo Lee. He is 44. He's 244th on the list. 2-2 from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Christopher Sanchez with 4 strikeouts. And he gets 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That's crazy. The pitch. This one's grounded over towards the mound. The throw over to first is in time for out number 2. Arises 480th. That's insane. Yeah, he's like an anomaly. Okay, like, I can't compare him to that. He's an anomaly. That doesn't make Trey Turner egregious when it comes to striking out. It's interesting, though. Just to put it in perspective, that's wild. The pitch on the way, and it's taken down for a ball to Fernando Tatis. And the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. That's insane. Santiago Espinal only has 30 strikeouts and 252 at-bats. That's also really good. And that catcher, Kirk, that you like, he doesn't strike out much. 284 at-bats, 30 strikeouts. That's pretty good for not striking out. 3-0 on the way. And the next pitch is taken for a called strike. Wow. Three-one pitch. That's at the knees. Taken for strike 2. Come on, take care of business, Phils. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The payoff pitch from Christopher Sanchez. This one's lined out to left field for a base hit. Takes a bounce in front of Otto Kemp. So there's a 2-out single for Tatis. And he is aboard. He singled back in the first. Luis Ariz is up. The pitch that he takes is in the zone for strike 1. Sanchez with 60 pitches in 4 2/3. The ball is 1 strike, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That slider was way outside and low. JJ, you never let me down, I told you. Free money right there. There you go. All you got to do is listen to JJ. I ain't even flexing. Sounds like I am. I've been wrong so many times. Nico Horner is 28. Jacob Wilson also is 28 too. strikeouts amongst qualified starters. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. We're going to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Philadelphia. Here we go. Five hits combined today. Just 5. Chat. Oh, chat. Ugh. Chat, I'm trying to think of more open-ended questions to ask you guys. Because I feel like nothing ever tricks you when it comes to this franchise. I feel like a lot of you guys have seen it all. So nothing really surprises you. So I guess then my question to you is, what would surprise you in the second half of this year? What's something that would actually surprise you? Something that would actually surprise me during the second half is if they actually start hitting homers. I just don't see it happening. I don't think that they're going to hit a lot of homers in the second half. And if they do, that's something that will surprise me. But I feel like I feel like not a lot gets by everybody, you know? I feel like that we're accustomed to pain. And for those of us that have been around longer, you know, you're more prone to just negative things. And so I don't know. I just don't think that a lot of things surprise this fan base. But what's something that would actually really surprise you? The pitch on the way. This one's flat out over towards shallow center field. The catch will be made. 1 pitch, 1 out for Nick Pivetta. Dave making the trade that he didn't get ripped off in. I mean, you got to be more specific. So you're saying that if Dave doesn't get fleeced in a deal? One out in the top of the 6th. And JT is coming on up to the plate. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you have not done so already, do it right now. The pitch. That's down for a ball. How we doing, mods? Only at 111. Let's go. Do you want a pitch? That is taken inside for ball 2. I'd be surprised if they started playing smart, hustling small ball. It's a good one. 2-0 pitch. And that's a cutter that's taken right down the middle for strike 1. What is this? JT Realmuto has the 3rd highest batting average against right-handed pitchers this year. The 2-1 pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. That's a shocking stat. Wow. 3-1 pitch on the way. That's a foul ball. The 3rd highest batting average amongst right-handed pitchers is JT. What? The 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. So I guess if somebody were to debate somebody as JT being like one of the best hitters in the league, they use that stat as a point. That's funny. Three-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And so he strikes out there. Pivetta now with 7 Ks in 5 2/3 of an inning. He's been untouchable. And Bryson Stott is the next man up. Stott is in the box. And he looks at a curveball that's in there for a strike. Ryan says that's wild. It's baseball. Nothing will surprise me, but I would be pleasantly surprised if we made a big trade to shake things up, including trading one of our stars. 0-1 pitch. And Nick does not get the call there on the curveball. It was at the knees. The 1-1 pitch to Stott, swing and a miss. That curveball was in the dirt. JJ, what's up, Paul? Who's the bigger disappointment, Kepler or Stott? Stott. 1-2 pitch. This one's lined and fouled. I would have to go with Stott because Bryson Stott has been with the team for a couple of years. And last year was a down season, and he was expected to pick it back up. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 popped up. It's hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground. And it goes into the Phillies dugout. Jack, thanks again for the $5 super chat, my friend. People are making the mistake of thinking Bryce hitting balls to the left side is a good thing. If he was going with the pitch, yes, but it's because he's late. Yes. Agree 100% on that, too. Yes. He is late. If you really study it, you're correct. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one's flied out over towards left center field. Merrill tracks it down, and he'll make the catch. He's a really good defensive center fielder. He really is. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Phils. Just 2 hits today for Philadelphia. They've been silenced. So yeah, back to the question about Kepler or Stott. Who's been the bigger disappointment? It's been Bryson Stott. Kepler's been disappointing too, but Kepler and Luzardo and Romano were all low risk, high reward guys. Kepler, Luzardo, and Romano were all low risk, high reward guys. That's what Dave Dombrowski did in the offseason. I'm going to go with a low risk, high reward type of a guy for 3 different positions. And that never did address the issues. Now, ironically enough, Aaron Nola, before the injury, was not doing well. And so you kind of benefited with Luzardo going on in there as like your 4th starter. Because as a 4th starter, let's be real, he's been good. He's very inconsistent. And yes, like the highs are high, the lows are low. But that's good for a 4th starter. That's fine. That's fine. But with the other 2 positions, sure, they've been disappointing. But when you compare that to Stott, Bryson Stott was supposed to be the next, I don't want to say Chase Utley, but some people did make those comparisons to him. And I just feel like after having such an underwhelming season last year and the wrist being a problem, I really expected him to have a bounce back year. And at this point now, he's still struggling against lefties. He's getting underneath the ball. He's uppercutting at a lot of pitches. And he's just not driving the ball. They're not the daycare anymore. The pitch. This one's grounded out over the center field for a base hit. And Manny Machado gets on with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 6th inning off of Christopher Sanchez. Are the Orioles done? No, they're in the bottom of the 8th. Dude, that game is a blowout. I feel like one guy that has value is Schwarber. I love him, but I'd be willing to trade him for someone good. Then we can play Otto every day, and Harper can be the DH. See, I think that Bryce Harper is hurting you right now. Clearly. The pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is taken inside for ball 2. Doug says, I don't think Bryson is a disappointment. He's making contact, just not getting hits. He's still a top 3 fielding second baseman. 2 balls, no strikes, and the next pitch from Sanchez is taken for a called strike. And see, this is where I disagree with that. Because if you remember, when we had Ben Simmons on the Sixers, right, we would say that, sure, he's not a great scorer, but he's still a very good passer. And he still plays really good defense. 2-1. This one's grounded out over towards left field for a base hit. And that's going to put 2 runners on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Bogarets and Machado go back-to-back on singles. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. You're still sweeping under the carpet like what they're supposed to do. I mean, the whole objective is for them to hit the ball. That's what playing baseball is. You got to hit. In basketball, you got to score. The pitch. This one's bunted over towards in front of the plate. And Jackson Merrill moves the runners over. And a sacrifice bunt will put 2 runners now in scoring position. So there's 1 away. Again, just playing small ball. That's what the Padres have been doing throughout the series and specifically in this game. Now Jose Iglesias is up. The pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup that looked a little bit outside. Oh, 1 pitch. Line drive underneath the dive of Stott out to center field. Machado's going to score, and the game is tied 1-1 as Jose Iglesias, the former Met, comes through. That's what happens when you play a small ball. And Stott just could not make that diving stop. The pitch. This one's grounded over to short. This will get another runner home. The throw over to second. There's 1. The throw over to first is in time. Excuse me. And we're going to the top of the 7th. I forgot that there was 1 out. It's 6-4-3 on the double play. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Jacks with another $5 super chat.
As constructed, I am not so sure.
People are too confident the Phillies will make the playoffs. As constructed, I am not so sure. But you were pretty sure a couple of months ago. I'm not so sure. I haven't been so sure about this team. I haven't really been so sure at all. So it's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. And we're going to the top of the 7th. I just made an error myself. But that's all right. On to the next one. 1-1 is the score. The Padres do tie it up, though, on an RBI single by Jose Iglesias. How many pitches for Christopher Sanchez? We'll get you that answer. I wish I could have more tabs up here, but I just can't overload my laptop. So what's that now? 71 pitches in 6 innings. He could go 8. He could. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell icon, too. 280 people on here watching. And again, Jack, thanks again for the $5 super chat. I don't think that was Jack, John. It may have been, though. Joe, what's going on? What's up, Joe? Well, the Phillies will make the playoffs, he says. My Reds stink. Yeah. JJ, are you calling the All-Star game? Vote. Vote what I should do. And I will let you know once the voting is done. The pitch. Swing and a miss to Otto Kemp. The ball's 1 strike. Nick Pivetta with 95 pitches. And the 0-1 pitch is fouled away. So the count is 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2 is outside for a ball. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Nick Pivetta now with 8 strikeouts. Otto Kemp does go down swinging. Top of the 7th, 1 out. And the pitch. That's inside for a ball. I appreciate that, Paul. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. It's a fastball at 94. I am taking off this weekend. I am. I will probably set up some streams. I'll see if somebody can cover for me. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one's grounded out over towards right field for a base hit. Brandon Marsh gets on with a 1-out single. And so Marsh now 1 for 3 on the afternoon. He flied out to right his first time up. Grounded out to second his second time up. And he gets on with a 1-out single here in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Edmundo Sosa. Today he's 0 for 2. Pivetta with his 102nd pitch. And it's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. All right, having played this all day, let's go. Get that lead. Charge! 0-1 pitch was fouled off by Sosa. The 0-2 to Sosa. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Merrill on the run, on the track. He'll make the catch. And out number 2 is made. Marsh has to run all the way back over to first. The throw was cut off by Iglesias. And there's 2 away. And the next man up is going to be Kyle Schwarber. Braves and Cardinals are still in a rain delay. Mike Schilt is going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Nick Pivetta. So his afternoon is done. And a pitch and change coming for the San Diego Padres, as they will make a call to the bullpen. 30 more subscribers for us to get to 6,400. There we go. Nice. Very nice. All right. We are in a pitch and change. Whew. I'm happy to see everybody on here today. It's always good to see everybody. You know? The Padres enter on into this afternoon's game 4.5 games behind the Dodgers and half a game above the Giants. The Giants are down 2-0 to the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th inning. In the National League East, the Mets did lose, and so they're tied with the Phillies now. If the Phillies win, though, they'll be half a game above the New York Mets. Let's do a little question here. Phillies fans, who do you hate more, Braves or Mets? Braves or Mets? Who do you hate more? And Padres fans, who do you hate more? The Dodgers or the Giants? I feel like we have to hate the Mets more. But the Braves are pretty close. Adrian Morjan is going to pitch. And he will be facing Kyle Schwarber here. It'll be lefty versus lefty. Morjan voted in the All-Star game. He throws the first pitch just off the plate. Doesn't get the call there. Padres bullpen has not allowed a homer this season against the Phillies. The 1-0 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. That's way up high. Inside for a ball. Ryan says the Braves. Colton says the Mets. PJ says the Mets. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. It's up high for ball 3. All right, just so you know, fair warning, when we do trivia, I'm going to have a timer of 15 seconds. And you have to answer. I'm going to ask you 3 today. And you got to answer all 3 of them within 15 seconds. Three balls, 1 strike. So get your keyboards out. Make sure that you listen. 3-1 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was up high. That would have been ball 4. Kyle 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Phillies with just 3 hits. Kyle struck out looking. Also grounded out to first. 3-2 to Schwarber, and he fouls the next pitch off. It was a defensive swing. He also grounded out to first in the second and in the fifth inning. Braves. John says the Mets. Vicente says the Dodgers. Elaine says the Mets. Three-two pitch to Kyle Schwarber. He fouls it off. You really butchered his name. What's his name? You know, instead of just saying you're really butchering his name, just type it on in, man. That's all you got to do. Three balls, two strikes. And the payoff pitch to Kyle, swing and a miss on a 100-mile-per-hour pitch that was right down the middle. And we're going to the bottom of the seventh. Still tied 1-1. Bryce Johnson will lead it off in the bottom of the seventh inning. We're still tied 1-1. All right. I'm going to ask you 3 trivia questions. You got to answer it within 15 seconds. And if you get them right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. So, when was Dick Allen voted into the Phillies Wall of Fame? What year? What year was Dick Allen voted into the Phillies Wall of Fame? And the clock starts right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1984, not 84. 2004. Nope. 1980. 82. Nope. Nobody got it. He was inducted in 1994. It was 94, not 84. All right, Richie Ashburn. When was Richie inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame? That one starts right now. 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody for Richie? You put in 94. Sorry, typo. District said 94. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, you just said it at the very, very last second. 72, 92, 75, 76, 82. No. 74. 1996. It was 1979. 1979 was the answer. All right. And finally, Larry Bowa. When was Larry Bowa inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame? Ashburn was in 79. When was Larry Bowa inducted? Ashburn was also 79. Christopher Sanchez is going back out there. Larry Bowa, when was he inducted into the Phillies Hall of Fame? 97. Nope. 78. 2000. 2014. 2005. Nope. 2001. 2002. Nope. I want to see if we can get this one. 2007. Larry Bowa. 91. There we go. 1991 is when Larry was inducted. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. Don't really know if I liked it, but it keeps you more on your toes because now there's a timer. 0-1 pitch. That's to Bryce Johnson. It's grounded over towards second base. Stott has it, picks it up, throws it on over to first. It's in time for out number 1. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. And the pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Very poor at bat by Kyle. Are you behind? You're not behind, are you? No balls. 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch. It's a foul ball. It's it over towards the right side. That one we struggled with. I like it when we struggle. And then I like it when we all get them. Because those are fun. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. That's down and away for a ball. The 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. And so there is out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Two-away bottom of the 7th, and Tatis is coming up. He's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Tatis with 2 singles and a stolen base. 0-1 pitch. It's outside for a ball. So the count is 1-1. Sanchez kicks and delivers. And that pitch is outside for ball 2. 80 pitches for Christopher Sanchez. And he has given you everything today. The 2-1 offering. It's down for ball 3. Tatis has actually done a very good job today against Sanchez. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1 is outside for ball 4. And there's a 2-out walk allowed to Fernando Tatis Jr. Runner goes, and the pitch is in there for a strike to throw to second base, and Tatis is out. Nice throw by JT, and a good swipe as well by Turner. Schilt says hold it for a second, and we'll see if the Padres challenge this. It was a great throw. It's a nice play. Let's see, did he get him on the arm? That's not the correct replay angle. So Schilt is going to challenge this. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. That's pretty close. I don't know if his right thumb got into the bag, or his left thumb got into the bag or not. As soon as Turner got him on the shoulder. They may not have enough evidence to overturn the call. So now we wait. The call is confirmed. He is out. Good throw by JT. And we're going to the top of the 8th inning. There we go. That was big. Jack, what do you have to say now about that throw? You got him. You got him. There we go. All right, we're going to the top of the 8th. We're tied up 1-1. For some reason, that's not good. Maybe I got it now. Did I get it? No. That's really weird. Jack says wasn't a great throw. Okay. All right. We're going to the 8th inning. I don't understand why this is not working. It's so bizarre. Now I gotta get this checked out. I'll have to set up an appointment with them. I wonder if it's just that charger. All right, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icon too. And that way you will know when we do go live. That's so weird. My phone's not charging. It's not charging. I don't know if it's just the charger or what it is. There we go. Now it's charging. Top of the 8th. In the pitch. This one's lined out over towards center field. Jackson Merrill is there. And I'll make the catch for out number 1. Harper's 0 for 2. He walked in the first, and he did score a run. Pitch on the way. That is outside for a ball. How do we score? The Phillies scored on an error. One-0 pitch on the way, and that's taken down for ball 2. Guys, if somebody in chat asks, like, how do we score or how did something occur, please answer them. I don't see everything, so, I mean, I know it's my job to say these things, but the chat flies by, and I can't get to everybody's chat. So if somebody asks a question about how do we score, how many pitches does Sanchez have, or what those are, I mean, please just answer them. It would make my job easier. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. 1 away, top of the 8th inning. And the 2-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Two on the way. Line drive, base hit down the third base line. And Bryce Johnson is going to throw it on over to second base. The throw to get Harper, not in time. He slid in there and was able to extend a single into a double. And Bryce was aggressive. Bryce Harper, that is. And it worked. Wow. He's very aggressive, Bryce. And sometimes you squint, but you say, charge! And a good job when he's safe. So we have another pitching change. I'm going to take another quick step off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a few moments. David Morgan is now going to pitch for San Diego. Morahan's day is done. Here comes Castellanos, and he fouls off the first pitch that he sees. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have 279 people on here watching. Harper leads off over at second. The 0-1 to Nick. It's a foul ball. So the Phillies got their only run on a ground ball that was hit by Stott over towards first base. And Arise made a throw over to Pivetta. And there was an error. Pivetta just could not catch the ball. And Harper scored. That's how the Phillies got their only run. The pitch, it's taken down for a ball. So it's 1-2. David Morgan is pitching. 1-2 pitch. That's low and outside for ball 2. I guess what I got to do during the break is I got to get a pronunciation guide. Because I should know these names. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away in the top of the 8th. There's just a lot of names to remember. 2-2 pitch. That's grounded foul over towards the third base side. Jack, is it Brandon Fott or is it Brandon Fat for Arizona? Because I've heard people say it both ways. I'm just curious because I know that you would know. 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. The 3-2 pitch. It's a foul ball. 7 pitches in this at-bat. 4 of them have been fouled off. The count is full. And the payoff pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss on a pitch that was way outside and low. And so there's 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Orfot. Yeah, Faat. Brandon, yeah. Yes. The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. The JT Realmuto. 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. The count is 1-0 to JT. Harper leads off over at second. JT is 1 for 3 today. The 1-0 pitch. It's taken for a called ball. So the count is 2-0. Both teams are 1 for 5 today with runners in scoring position. The 2-0 pitch to JT. It's outside for ball 3. David Morgan this year with a 2.29 ERA. He pitched yesterday against the Phillies. Went 1 inning. Only gave up 1 hit. It's been very strong out of the pen for San Diego. 3-0 pitch. It's a sinker at the knees, taken for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 to JT. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Go all the way over towards the wall. Harper's going to score. 2-1 Phils. It's about time. But they get the lead. Morgan was not happy with himself. The 17th double this year from JT. And Bryson Stott is due up next. The pitch to Stott, he pops it up. It's hit out over towards shallow left center field. Johnson gets under it. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. And so JT hits an RBI double. The 3rd best hitter against right-handed pitching. That's just crazy. That's wild. I have to double check this for myself on ESPN. I have to see that for myself. Let's look at his splits. Against righties, he's batting .316. Against lefties, he's batting .146. That's so bizarre. That's so wild of a stat. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. Is Sanchez going to go back out there for the bottom of the 8th? It's my question to you. He has 83 pitches. 83 pitches. Is he going to go back out there? I just use Google Translate for the correct pronunciations. And see, they don't always give you the correct ones. They're not always correct. I think that baseball does have a pronunciation guide, but I should look into that. Very nice. JJ, Detroit fan. What's going on? JJ, did you see Sinner beat Alcaraz in the men's finals for Wimbledon today? I did see that. Sinner's the first Italian to win at Wimbledon. Just a curiosity, would you consider covering the U.S. Open soon? Probably not. I'd have to study. And I don't know when the Open is. But right now, I'd rather just focus on baseball. Because that takes... It's something that I've just been doing. And to study another sport. Not saying that I wouldn't like to do that, because I would think that that'd be really, really cool. To call tennis. But I just don't know if that's the right move for me now. The ball's 1 strike. I've gave a thought, though. Sanchez is back out there to pitch the bottom of the 8th. His 7th start of at least 7 innings pitched. 1-1 pitch. Line drive caught over at first by Bryce Harper. There's 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Rob is going to make a move. That's going to be it for Christopher Sanchez. Didn't see who was warming up in the pen. It's going to be Orion Kerkerink. Why? He's pitching well. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Why? He's pitching well. He only has 86 pitches. I mean, save Orion for the 9th. Why? I don't get it. Hit that thumbs up button, though. Max Coverage TV. What's up, Max? How are you, my friend? He's pitching so well. Well, why are we taking them out? Gosh. All right, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Shots Cade Anderson hasn't been picked yet. What time was the draft? The draft started? MLB draft. You're right. It started at 6. Huh. Wow. We might be able to see who the Phillies get in the draft. Should we stay on for that? To see who they get with their first pick? Maybe. Why is Kerkering not saved for the 9th? Doesn't make any sense, chat. Everybody go subscribe to Mass Coverage TV. He does an awesome, awesome job. Hit that thumbs up button, though, while you're at it. We have 357 people tuning on in. And I don't think we're at 200 likes yet. I don't think we've reached 200. We're not even at 150, chat. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Orion is going to pitch. We're not even at 150. Let's go. Machado is up at the plate. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. And the pitch to Manny. Foul ball. It was hit over towards the third base side. The ball is 1 strike. Orion is pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies. 0-1 on the way. Line drive, base hit out to left field. Takes a bounce in front of Otto Kemp. And Manny Machado gets on with a leadoff single. Kerkering gave up 2 earned runs in his last outing. And that was against the Giants on that walk-off inside the park. Oh, no, that wasn't the walk-off inside the park. That was in the 8th inning. Now I remember. That's when he hit 2 batters. The pitch to Xander. That's outside for a ball. I forgot that was Romano. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch on the way is a 4-seamer that's at the knees, taken for strike 1. Let's get to 300 likes, chat. We're not even at 200 yet. Let's go. Got to get to 200. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to get on by JT. The runner's going to go on over to second base. And so the tying run is now in scoring position. That slider, I think it slipped out of Orion's hand. Maybe not. Regardless, not looking good. 2 balls, 1 strike to Xander Bogarts. And the 2-1 pitch. That was also way outside for ball 3. Same pitch, same spot. Except that one was a little bit more outside. Time is going to be called. JT didn't have his mask on. And now he's getting it on. Three balls, 1 strike. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-1 pitch outside for ball 4. And all of a sudden now there's runners on over at first and second base. Keep hitting that like button. Keep subscribing to the channel. There's going to be a conference as Caleb Cotham goes out there to talk to Orion Kerkering. I mean, I just don't get it. Christopher was pitching a really good game, and your bullpen just hasn't really been reliable. I mean, at least save him for the 9th inning. He had 87 pitches. And he wasn't tiring. He wasn't fatigued. He has a week off for the All-Star break. Six days. Next man up is going to be Jackson Merrill. So the tying run's over at second. The go-ahead run's over at first. And the pitch, that's a fastball at the knees taken for a strike. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. No balls, 1 strike. A double play would be awesome. 0-1 pitch. That one is lined foul, thank goodness. It was hit over to right field. Orion gets set at the belt and fires. Throws a sweeper that's inside for ball 1. One-two pitch. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards shallow center field. Marsh gets under it. He'll make the catch. There's out number 2. Next man up will be Jose Iglesias. Hit those thumbs up buttons. And please subscribe to the channel as well. We have 384 people tuning on in. Let's go. First pitch to Iglesias. It's low and outside for a ball. Keep those likes coming. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. There's strike 1. at the knees at 96 miles per hour on the gun. Rob thinks he's home managing hockey. That's a funny comment. The 1-1 pitch to Iglesias. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Otto Kemp gets called off by Marsh, and Marsh will make the catch. And the inning is over. We're going to the top of the ninth. Phillies still lead it 2-1. Otto Kemp will lead it off. Oh my gosh. When I give my post-game analysis, we're going to break that down. We will absolutely break that part down because I have a lot to say about that. 610-314-0844 is how you calling into the post-game show. That's where I give you my takes on the game. And we also take phone calls. You can also text on into the JJ hotline too. And text the same number or leave a voicemail message as well. So I would really appreciate that. If you have not done so already, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel as well if you have not done so. I'm not begging for likes, not really begging for subs. It's just out of respect. You know, somebody gives you a service. That's all that you do. You know, it's just out of courtesy. That's it. We go on for all the Phillies, all the Sixers, all the Eagles games. We also have this new thing called MLB Diamond Zone, which is where we do these NFL Red Zone types of casts. It's instead of Red Zone though, it's a Red Zone like cast, but it's for baseball. That's pretty much the best I can put it. So if you're into like sports gambling, if you're into betting, or if you just like love baseball, that's a perfect thing for you guys. I was streaming on Thursday, I kid you not, for 13 hours. I did the very first pitch of the very first game, and we went all the way until the final pitch of the final game. And it was really cool. I have my own setup, and I do play-by-play for all the games that are going on at the same time, and we focus in on the big moments for the big plays and in the big games. That's just what we do. We try not to miss a cool baseball moment. So if you like that, I would encourage you to go check that out. One of my mods will post that link down below. And it's called Diamond Zone. You can go check out one of our previous episodes. Again, it was a 13-hour episode. We broke it down into 2 casts. The first pitch to Otto Kemp. That's taken for a ball. I do this because I want to give you guys good content. You know? Morgan is still pitching, and he's facing Otto Kemp here. The 1-0, that's in there for a strike. The question now is who's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning? Is it going to be Romano? Is it going to be Strom? Or is it going to be Joe Ross? Kemp today has had a hat trick of strikeouts. 1-1 pitch. It's down for ball 2. And the count is 2-1. We have 380 people on here watching. Let's get to 300 likes. Let's go. 178. Let's go. Get us to 300. 2-1 pitch. This one's flied out over towards right field. And Tatis is there. He'll make the catch. And there is 1 out. All right, so we'll end this poll question. And we'll start a new one. Can we hit 300 likes? Let's go. Wandy Peralta is getting warmed up in the Padres pen. Marsh is up at the plate now. 1 away, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Wes Wilson's not even on the roster. I would trust Wes Wilson over Romano. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, it's high for ball 2. It will be Matt Strom. He's warming up in the pen right now. 2-1 Phillies in the top of the 9th inning. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Right on the inside corner. The 2-1 pitch to Marsh. Foul ball. Nats got a shortstop as their first overall pick. Wow. Two balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the 2-2 flies this one out over towards left field. It's hooking into foul ground. And a sliding catch. Was that by Iglesias? No, that was Machado. Over the shoulder sliding catch. And Marsh is out. He fouls out to Manny Machado. Only had 2 bad plays in the first. And he makes an excellent play in the 9th inning. Can't believe he caught that. That was a heck of an effort. Two away in the top of the 9th. He's now going to tie his shoe. He's tying his cleat. All right, let's get to 300. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Drop a fire in the chat if you love the Phillies. We're at 183 likes. First pitch to Sosa. That was a foot off the plate, swing and a miss. Let's go. 2-1 Philadelphia. Top of the 9th. 2 outs. Nobody on. And the 0-1 pitch is a foul ball. Sosa is struck out and he has flied out twice. No balls, 2 strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Morgan gets set at the letters again. He kicks, he deals, and the pitch is way off the plate for a ball. Keep coming. Let's get to 200 before the end of the inning. 1-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. So the count is now 2-2 to Edmundo Sosa. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 9th. And the 2-2 pitch is down and away for ball 3. Boy, Morgan threw that thing, and I don't even know how Diaz caught that, to be honest with you. That looked so off balance. Up next is Kyle Schwarber. The 6th pitch of the at-bat coming on up. And the 3-2. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Bogarets has it, throws it on the run over to first, and Sosa beats out the throw. He hustled. I mean, it was pretty good extension there by the first baseman. And Sosa also lost that bat. It went, I think, into the camera well as well. Yep, the bat went flying, and he gets on with an infield single. That's what you call a good hustle. That bat went pretty far. Wow. All right, let's go, everybody. Come on, Schwarber. Charge! And Wandy Peralta is going to come on in to pitch to Kyle Schwarber. And so we do have a pitch and change. Let's go, people! Like and sub, baby. Let's go. Drop a Phillies emoji in the chat. Let's go. I need another run. I'm ready for a schwarber here. I don't know about you. I'm ready for a schwarber, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I go on for all the Phillies, all the Sixers, and all the Eagles games as well. I will read the super chat in just a second. I just want to make sure that I post, that I promote, because now's the time to do it. We have 445 people on here. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We go on for all the Phillies, all the Sixers, all the Eagles games, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. We also do this thing called MLB Diamond Zone, where we go around the league, and I was on for 13 hours the other day. 13 hours. I've been doing now, what was that, like my 5th episode. That was my 5th episode, and it was so awesome. We were on for 13 hours. Started from the first pitch of the first game all the way to the final pitch of the final game. And it was really, really cool. So if you like fantasy baseball, if you like, if you're into sports betting, that's a really good cast for you. So then you can see more of my play-by-plays. It's great. It's very, very awesome. Jack with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Anybody recall the game where the umpire tossed JT because Realmuto moved his hand when the umpire tried to put a new ball in his hand? I forget. I remember the one time where JT struck out and Rob didn't get ejected. He didn't get himself ejected, even though the pitches were really bad. 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Wandy Peralta is pitching, and the toss back to first, not in time. Thanks again, Jack. I just had to promote my stuff. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch is a slider that's in there for strike 1. I think it went until 1:30 p.m. Yeah, it went until 1 o'clock. We started at 11:40 a.m. and then went to 1:05. It was 1 o'clock a.m. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. 2 away in the top of the 9th. And the pitch to Kyle, inside and high for ball 3. Drop those likes. Get those likes up, baby. Almost at 200. We got to get to 3. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Come on, Kyle. The payoff pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. He got a changeup right down the middle. And Schwarber has not had a good day at all. He is 0 for 4 on the day. And he has struck out 3 times. 0 for 5 on the day now. And Strom will go out there for the 9th inning. The bottom of the 9th. All right, let's see if he can close the deal. Hit that thumbs up button. 3 more outs to go. 3 more outs to go. Don't forget we got a post-game show after this. I'm ready for this. We need this win. We need this win. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. So Strom is going to have to face 7, 8, and 9 in the order. He really could use a 1-2-3 inning here. That's That's really what you want. You don't want to have to face Tatis with a runner on base. That's just not ideal. So a 1-2-3 inning would be so great. Just getting the save would be great. Campusano, Johnson, and Diaz are the guys due up in the batting order. We can do it, baby. We can do it. Let's go. Insane catch. Dude, I'm catching up on chat now. Liked and shared. Thank you so much. What's up, Sam? What's going on, my friend? How are you? Strom with a 3.38 ERA, 5 saves in 9 opportunities, 44 strikeouts in 37 innings of work. Rojas is going out there to play center field. And they're going to slide Marsh to left. And Jake Cronenworth is going to pinch hit for Campusano. I forgot that he was on the bench today, too. So Marsh now out and left. Rojas in center. And we'll see if the Phillies can avoid a sweep. Cronenworth at the plate. He's 3 for 13 as a pinch hitter. Lefty versus lefty. And Strom kicks and fires, and the first pitch of the bottom of the bottom of the ninth is outside for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Continue to like. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's called ball 2. Looked like it was in the zone. Strom with the 2-0 pitch. That's down and in for ball 3. Has not been able to get a called strike. Three balls, no strikes to Jay Cronenworth, and the 3-0 is high for ball 4, and a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the ninth. And now Bryce Johnson is coming up. And Diaz will wait in the on-deck circle. Johnson shows bunt, takes it back. The pitch is inside for a ball. Johnson today lined out, struck out, and grounded out. The 1-0 pitch. And he shows bunt again, takes it back. It's at the knees, though, and taken for strike 1. So 1-1 is the count. Get those likes up. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, people. We're at 204. Let's get to 250. The pitch. This one's bunted over towards the mound. And Strom looks over at second. Fires on over to first. And so he gets the out at first. But the tying run is in scoring position. And the next man up is Diaz. First pitch. Looked a little bit outside, but it's a called strike. The ball is 1 strike to Diaz. Strom looks back at second, now back to the plate, and the 0-1 is popped up. It's skied over towards the third base side. The Sosa Is he going to get it? He will. And he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. San Diego down to their final out. And Fernando Tatis Jr. is coming up. Do you walk him here? They're going to pitch to him. First pitch to Tatis. It's up high for a ball. Two singles, a walk, and a stolen base for Fernando. 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, up high for ball 3. Why wouldn't they just put him on base now? And now they will. Okay. So after 3 balls thrown, they will walk him. And Luis Ariz is up. And so now that puts the winning run over at first base. Ariz in the box. First pitch. Way up high for ball 1. And JT is going to go out there to talk to Strom. Hit that thumbs up button, people. And subscribe to the channel as well. We have 500 people tuning on in. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 210 likes. Get that thumbs up button going. Trying to get to 300. Machado is in the on-deck circle, but all eyes on Ariz. 1-0 pitch. It's a fastball that's in there for a called strike. Cronenworth at second. Tatis at first. 2 away. And the 1-1 pitch. This one's grounded foul towards the first base side. And San Diego down to their final strike. And Ariz will call for time. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 on the way from Strom. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. On the run is Marsh. He'll make the catch, and the Phillies win the ball game. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. Wow. They got out of it. Can breathe. Let's go. Okay. Wow. They won. They won the game. We'll break it all down. 610-314-0844 is how you calling into the show. If you are going to leave, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons as we go on for all the Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's really what we do on this channel. We also have done more baseball games as well. We do Sunday Night Baseball. We do a thing called Diamond Zone, which is sort of like baseball's version of Red Zone, and that's really cool. Yeah. So a lot to break down there. Nice that we got the win. A lot of things that I did not like today, though. And I will take the win as we get it. And I'm very happy, again, that we got the win. But there are certain things that I'm happy did not backfire today. And I will break everything down. Let me just gather all my thoughts together. I'll be back in about 3 minutes or so. A win is a win. And ride or die with this baseball team, they got the win today. And I'm just so relieved. I think few is the right word, or sigh is the right word to describe that game. But, all right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
This is one of those times where I come away and I assist this game and I say, you know, sure, they got the win, and I'm happy that they avoided a sweep, but I leave here with more disappointment than I do with excitement. That's me. That's where I stand. Again, a win. A win is a win. Christopher Sanchez was indeed the MVP today. I get so sick and tired when I'm watching a very good and masterful performance from our starting pitching staff, and yet we just have so many wasted opportunities on the base pads. The Padres that were playing small ball, and Christopher Sanchez, I really want to give him a lot of credit today because you needed him to be perfect in order for you to get this win. Because the Padres were not hitting the long ball today, and they were great. Like, I'm sorry, Christopher Sanchez was great. The bullpen settled and did their job. I'll tip my cap to them for getting out of those jams. But I'm really, again, I have to bang on this drum. I'm so disappointed in Rob Thompson. Sanchez is pitching you a masterpiece. Your bullpen has been so questionable. Sanchez had 86 pitches when you took him out. He's not pitching until Saturday. Why are you taking them out? If you're trying to put the team in a position to win, which to me is what the manager's job is, why are you taking him out of the game when he's clearly better than any of your other options in the bullpen? Matt Strom has not been consistent, and neither has Orion Kerkering. They just have not been consistent. And it certainly looked like as soon as Orion went out there and gave up the back-to-back singles, you just don't feel good. You don't feel good, and you were waiting for the disaster to happen, and thankfully it didn't. But this felt like, I don't know if it's just me here, but this kind of felt like a loss. This felt like you had wasted opportunities, and yet you could have done more. Maybe I'm being negative. Maybe I'm not seeing the picture so clear. But I'm just, yes, like they got the win, but there are flaws with this team. And like 97% of the time, they lose this. We were a part of that 3%, though, today. Your ball club had 6 hits. You weren't going to get a lot off of Pivetta. I'm surprised that you actually got to their bullpen. And that swing from JT was nice. Should Harper have extended that single to a double in that inning? Personally, I'd say no. in the 8th inning. You got to be confident that you're going to make it. And I've seen Bryce be very reckless at times, being aggressive, going for the extra base. I was not okay with that there. I'm happy it worked. But you got to be smart. You have to be smart. Six and 2/3 for a pivetta. Those curveballs were disgusting. They were so good. You put up 1 run in that first inning because of errors from San Diego. And let me tell you, San Diego really didn't deserve to win this game much either because of those errors in that inning. And the Phillies realistically should have gotten more runs in that first inning. And they were not able to do so. But not really a surprise. But yeah, it's just one of those games that you just question. And you just say to yourself, well, how did they get this win? Like, how did they win this game? It was because Christopher pitched great, and the Padres just could not come through. I want to go back to I want to go back to that 8th inning after Sanchez was taken out of the game. I want to go back there. So Machado singled, and then Bogarts walked. Excuse me, it was not a single. I think I said that he singled too, and I said it was back-to-back singles. That's incorrect. I'll tell you, Orion did good in that at-bat to Jackson Merrill. I did not see that coming. I thought Merrill was going to tie it. And then I thought Iglesias was going to actually hit that sweeper and that he was going to wait for it. But I guess he was thinking fastball there. His timing was off. So, again, I do have to say, yes, Orion buckled down. I don't trust him. I don't trust anybody out of this bullpen. I don't trust any of them. But yet this was the one time where the both of those guys actually did it really, really well. When push came to shove, when you needed them to be clutch, they did. I'm kind of, as weird as this sounds, I'm not going to say it. In the bottom of the 9th, Rob puts Marsh in left, slides Rojas to center. That's the right defensive move. Strahm pitches. He doesn't get the call on the second pitch, but gets a 4-pitch walk to Jake Cronenworth. And then Bryce Johnson hits a sacrifice bunt. The Padres really, really tried to play small ball, and the Phillies pitching staff somehow buckled down and did not let that impact them. I've seen them fall behind the A ball so many times when it comes to just their bullpen, and this was just the one time where they didn't do that. But I can't understand why your manager is okay with taking out your best pitcher, your best option that's out there, and not sticking with him. That's really what my question is. But they're ahead of the Mets going on into this All-Star break. That's nice. I like to see it when they're in first place. And again, like, they got the win. Sure, like, they got the win today. This just, to me, felt more like a loss. Again, I'm usually happy. I like to celebrate the wins like this. You know, they held on. They held on. But I don't know, something just seems off. Like, is it just me? Or does something feel not right about this game? Good swim by JT. Really nice swing. Kyle did not have a good day today. He had some egregious at-bats. Stott popped up a lot of pitches today. Edmundo Sosa also had that hustle. I wanted them to get more runs in that ninth inning. When Sosa hustled and beat out that throw, like that's all that we ask. We just want those types of players. And for those types of guys not to start, it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I don't know. Calling into the show, 610-314-0844. That is how you dial on in. I am going to be reading some messages. But again, call on in and let me know what your thoughts are. I scratched my head after this one. I don't really know what else there is to say. But I could use your help trying to come up with different points. I just can't really think of anything else. Turner was bad today. Hopefully Alec Bohm is all right. Christopher Sanchez pitched his butt off. And I should be very happy that he pitched so well. And he got the win. He actually did get the win. I was also really nervous about that. Let's take a phone call here. All right, what is going on? You are on play-by-play with JJ.
Richmond, Virginia.
John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Hey, we won.
We did.
But I'll tell you what, my heart was in my mouth in that ninth inning when the second man got on. I said, wow.
We won by the skin of our teeth, John. We won by the skin of our teeth.
And to think Schwarber could have sat down today. 0 for 5. We pay this guy too much money to play ball like that.
I agree.
Really, it's sad.
It is sad. Same thing with Bryce Harper. Same thing with Bryce.
Yes.
So, but crazy.
I'll tell you what.
Absolutely crazy. What did you think about Christopher Sanchez today?
I said, wow. I'll tell you.
You won by the skin of our teeth.
Yes, we did.
And the thing, Schwarber could have sat down today. 0 for 5.
Do you mind muting me in the background, John? John, are you
Okay.
there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. What did you think about Christopher Sanchez?
Hey, I'll tell you what. He was the star of the game. He kept us in it. He probably should have pitched the entire game.
I agree. I can't.
But, I said last time, I think part of the problem is our manager, and nothing's going to happen with that, I guess. We're going to have to live with it.
I was just going to add on to your point, and I was going to say, it goes back to your comment that you made yesterday about firing Rob.
Yeah.
He has to go. He has to go. So, but you know what? Like, you feel good after a win as you go on into the break. I know that this wasn't like a feel-good win, but this was more like a sigh of relief type of a win. But even still, a win is a win.
Manager, and nothing's going to happen with that, I guess.
All right, John, I got to keep the line going. All right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye. Yeah, I don't know if you muted it in the background or not. But again, call back on into the show, 610-314-0844. That's how you calling in. Would love to hear more people chime in and give me their thoughts. I don't know. What else? What else do we have? Let me scroll down. I actually was not able to scroll down in chat. How many people do we still have rocking with us? 127 people. This is insane. I'm not even giving you my best postgame show. That's pretty insane. I miss Alvarado. Is that where we are? Back to first place. I think I like that. Back to first place. Things I've learned about this team so far. Schwarber isn't a clutch hitter. Rob is a great bench coach. Not manager. Harper wasn't ready to come back. Needed games in minors to rehab. and so much more. Let's address those points. Kyle Schwarber isn't a clutch hitter. Kyle is struggling in the clutch over the last couple of weeks, in my eyes. But yet again, I know that we can look at Kyle Schwarber and say that he has to do more. And that's fair. But also, where's looking at Nick Castellanos? Where's looking at Bryce Harper? Where's looking at Trey Turner? Like, it shouldn't just have to be one guy that steps up. Now, yes, Kyle has to be better, and I do agree with that. Kyle, how many times this past week has he gotten underneath pitches that he should have crushed in the 7th or in the 8th or even in the 9th inning? I mean, those 2 at-bats that he had late in the game, the one pitch was right down the pike at 100 miles per hour. He has to have a better at-bat there. And the last one that he struck out on, that was bad too. It was not good either. I remember Ryan Howard saying that when I saw him in person and when I got to see him, he said that the hardest pitch to hit is the one that's right down the middle, and I get that, but he's a professional hitter. You got to learn how to adjust, and for you not to be able to catch up to that fastball, that's on you. That's on you, and you got to be better. So, what else do we have in chat? Rob was busy sharpening his ice skates, his vigilant tracker. Yeah, he was. He just thought that it was going to work, and for some reason it did. But you won by the skin of your teeth. The skin of your teeth. He got away with it. He did. He got away with that pitching change. That is a fireable offense to take Christopher Sanchez out of the game when he did. I'll keep banging that drum. I'm sorry. This guy's pitching his butt off. You don't have a reliable bullpen. What are you doing? He wasn't fatiguing. Did he look tired? There wasn't an injury. Nothing like that. What the heck is going on? I'm glad that they're leading the division at the All-Star break. I am too. But again, I leave with more questions rather than answers. Managers all do the same thing now, standard fare. Topper is not unique. I'm not just saying that this is a Rob problem. But Rob did make that move. And that doesn't mean that it's a right move, even if other managers are doing the same thing. And I've said that too. It's fair. Doesn't mean it's right though. Doesn't mean that was the right decision. Crazy. Wild. What else do we have? When it comes to the job of the manager, Rob is nothing special. The reason it feels like a loss is because the stars aren't performing and the manager leaves much to be desired. There's just food left on the table. Bases have runners left on them, and the manager just plays with fire. The decisions that are being made are just egregious. They're so bad. JJ, here's my question, says Scott. Who do we get to replace Rob? It's okay to say he has to go, but who's better and available that can get the job done now? At this point, it's too late to fire the manager. It's too late. This was supposed to be done really last year, in my opinion. But at this point, I don't think you can do anything. I mean, would you take Dave Martinez as your manager now that he's gone from the Nationals? No, I wouldn't really do it. I know that he has the ties of Kevin Long and Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber and Trey Turner, but I just don't think that that's the right move. I don't. So I've just have criticized the manager over the last 3 weeks or so because now it's like you can't go. I don't think you can go now. It's too late for that. Too many managers go with analytics instead of using their heads, says Doug. Yep, they do. Buck is available, I'm pretty sure, says Justin. Yeah, I don't want Buck either. It's amazing how we're in first despite our issues, says Andrew. Yeah, and look, every team has their own flaws, but these flaws that the Phillies have shown are just so visible. And again, this just felt like a loss, and it wasn't. Yeah, maybe this makes up for what should have felt like a win against the Giants. I don't know. All right. I love you all. Laila Tov. I'm going to wrap it up. They got the win. They hung on, and they did it. Ride or die with the team. Any way you look at it. All right? I love you all so much. We'll be back on tomorrow night for the Home Run Derby. Thanks to you guys that voted. And we will also do the All-Star Game on Tuesday. And then it'll be... and then that'll be it. All right, love you all. Bye, and I'll catch you all on the next one.